All right, wake up. Let's go. Come on. Time to go. Time to get moving. Come on. We got things to do today. We made absolutely freaking minimal progress in the last time we did this. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. It's time to move. The last time we played this game, we worked on these pillars. And we talked about making like a mosaic in the background of like a sea serpent, right? So I think that's going to be the goal today. It's going to be a process. I feel like this is going to be really difficult. Dude, you know what the game needs, man? It needs, first of all, I'm going to scream this until I'm freaking rolling over my grave. Vertical freaking slabs, man. Vertical slabs. We also need quarter blocks. You got a half block, which is a slab, and then you need a quarter block. Give me a freaking quarter block. I think the head needs, I'm like picturing this as the head and this is the tail. I hope that was obvious. If it's not, maybe I'll need to do a better job. I'm picturing this like maybe the head comes down a little bit farther. I've never done anything quite like this before, but we'll texture it. Right? I'm trying to get the shape down and then we'll texture it afterwards.
Rudolph the bloodstained Jabberwock has wicked and vicious claws, and if you don't run right now,
Are we good?
you'll spend Christmas in his jaws.
That was a good song, dude. I like that one. Look at them all, dude. All right, that was fun. So like, oh dang it, dude, you can't put two different color half slabs in the same block together, button up against one another. It's coming together. Hold your horses. I'm not really liking how this is turning out. I might like back it up and try something else. I don't think we have quite enough space to work with if we're gonna make a sea serpent here. All right, so now we shape it and then we texture it. It looks like a piece of coral. My brain hurts. My brain. It is. I will not settle for an ugly freaking mural. It's not happening. We will sit here all gosh dang day. That's better. It's not quite it yet, but it's better. That's tough, dude. It just is not looking right. Let's get weird. That's what this is all about, man. We're just trying to get creative and do different things, right? Let's get weird. Okay, wait a second. I have changed my mind with a little bitty portion of this. I kind of want it to be raised up one, like the middle block. I was thinking like, what if the middle block was raised up just one block? Oh no, I see it. Oh no, Harry. It does not look like a smiley face. Oh, dang it. Oh, it looks like, no. Get it out. All right, we're fixing it. Hold on. It's not going to look like a face anymore. Hold on. Hold on. Once you see that face in your build, it's there forever. Oh, now it's really a smiley face. All right. Hold on. Hold on. It's like forever a smiley face, and there's just no going back. I'm not going to lie, dude. I do kind of want it shifted down one block. I sort of like the way it's turning out, but I wish it was one block lower. Oh yeah, dude. See what I mean? See, look, you just gotta be patient. You gotta like let it just flow. Let it come to you. I'm starting to enjoy this one. It started out as a sea serpent. It's definitely not that now. Let's look at the color palette for this outer ring that we're gonna do essentially just on the outskirt, like replacing the burnt blocks that is going to like kind of merge into these blue lanterns. We need a palette and it's gonna be small. I'm thinking like 2, maybe 3 blocks at the most thick. It does give a very like ocean vibe, right? Oceany vibe. If you guys are in the Discord and you're willing, yell at Bryson. At him and then just yell at him for no reason. It does kind of cover up this area a little bit, but not really in a bad way. There wasn't exactly a whole lot going on, and it was going to get weird trying to blend that in, right? So I think I'm kind of all right with that. We do need to find a way to get this edge blended in just a little bit smoother. It does kind of feel like just like oof, oof. like smashed up against one another. This is gonna become horribly unsymmetrical. And like the only way to fix that, literally the only way to fix that, is to take like this entire side and just shift it one block over. That means moving all these glass blocks. That means moving everything on the ceiling that you can't see right now. The problem if we leave it is that like, so right now it's not that apparent, right? However, when you look at this doorway, it's clearly not centered over there, right? All right, hold on. Big freaking brain plays right now. The only way I can see us fixing this and making the asymmetry acceptable is if, rather than create like another doorway directly across from this, and one on this side and one on this side in the same fashion of this, we have to stagger it. Like, instead of putting the doorway here, we do like one here, one right here, diagonally, and then another one like right here, or maybe like diagonally over here. So like you got this one here, this one there, this one over here. Or like maybe we just straight up randomize it. Maybe I just throw a freaking dart at the wall, and like wherever it lands, dude, that's where we slap our next doorway. That way it brings like a whole nother dimension of asymmetry to the build. Because the more I look at this now, the more I realize that this doorway is not centered with anything. Now, it wasn't initially supposed to be centered, right? Like that was the thought. Asymmetry was like the ticket here. And then we started working some symmetrical aspects into it, and now the asymmetry is not necessarily flowing as well. The idea behind it was to merge them together, because look at this. Like, for example, all this stuff up here, all of this, like, I'm super happy with how this turned out. And the thing about it is, not a single block up here is symmetrical. Not one block. Like, the entire build is asymmetrical, and that was the idea behind it. But then when we got down here, we started working with this dragon den that was relatively symmetrical, and we came up with the idea of like, you know, let's put a circle here, let's put an oval down here. Originally an oval, right? If we shifted that entire gateway over to the left one block, it would line up perfectly with the serpent's den. The issue with the serpent's den up above is that it's a perfect circle, and the oval down below is not a perfect circle. So this has a 2-block center, whereas this has a 1-block center. So like, we would have to expand this out one more. Okay, the thing is though, it's becoming apparent now when it's half-baked, okay? The question down the line is, if we continue with what we're doing now and we ignore the asymmetry, is it going to become more apparent that it's asymmetrical and looks unpleasant? Or is it going to become less apparent that it's asymmetrical and actually fits into the build? And it's almost a 50-50 shot. And like, if it's kind of hurting me right now. It's bothering me now, which makes me think that even if there's a 50-50 shot of it bothering me later, should we fix it now? Because if we don't fix it now, if we keep going now, there is no going back, dog. If we develop like the entirety of this room and we're just like, all right, now it's off by 1 block, so let's rip it all down and start over. That'll make or break my freaking life, dude. That'll just rip me apart. I'll never be done with this game. Hold the phone. Hold it. What if we did like something kind of like the idea of what we had going on up here? What if, in order to blend this palette, right, this whole Elder Prismarine, water orange stuff build into the rest of the wall, we just like, we hit it with that, right? We hit it with the pathway style. We go hard into the asymmetry, blending it into the wall in a very funky random manner that has no coordination, right? In order to essentially represent that same style up there. Blending it into the wall, and then like obviously blending it into the next doorway, to the next doorway, to the next doorway, to the next doorway. And then we, later down the line farther, we add a bunch of foliage, right? Bunch of foliage. Like, well, maybe not like overwhelming, but enough to just just a little makeup for the blemishes, right? Because only from very, very specific angles are you going to be able to tell that this is asymmetrical, right? Only from right here where we're standing can you tell. If you go over here, you can't tell. If you go over here, you can't tell. Over here, can't tell. No, it's literally one singular angle in the entire room. Can you look at one wall and say that's asymmetrical? Specifically from this one angle, we make sure that it's more difficult to see exactly what we're seeing right now. Whereas every single other angle means absolutely nothing. It can look like whatever it wants to look like from every other angle, but just from this angle, just a little something. I think we leave it the way it is now. I think we just keep going and cross our fingers that I'm not gonna like just cry myself to sleep every night after we're done playing RLCraft. This is, I wanted to put myself in the situation. I'm not trying to make up an excuse here. This is total honesty. The whole point of every single aspect of building through RLCraft, the entire experience was specifically meant to be difficult. It was meant to be a challenge. We were supposed to put ourselves as far out of our comfort zone as possible. We're here, boy. We're here. The point of this was to learn and grow and develop new skills as builders in Minecraft, right? Because I've never done anything like this before. And I've inadvertently put myself in a very uncomfortable position with building, to where we have a very large issue that needs solved, and we need to take we got to take the pieces that we're given and like work with it. We got to make it work. That was the whole point of all this. So with that being said, we leave it just the way it is. If we get to the end of this series where everything's done and we look back and we're running around things and we're taking our final looks before we retire this world, if we look there and we're like, I'm not happy with how this turned out, it's not a fail. All right, it's not a loss. It is lessons learned and growth, and we will carry these lessons with us and we will share them with others, right? So every other time that we create a new world, a new mod, we're developing a base, we're creating something interesting, unique, and we're pushing ourselves farther, we take these lessons and we grow from it. Let's finish this belt loop and go play some Ark. We're developing some really unique building tools though. Things that I would have never really considered before recent years of building in Minecraft. Like, I don't know about you guys. I know the channel's relatively new, but I've been playing Minecraft since for almost a decade, right? Like, I didn't get to play it when it first came out because I didn't have a PC, but I did have a PlayStation. And the moment it dropped for PlayStation, I was like, yes, this is my life now. You know, I don't know about everybody else, but like, I was a horrible builder back in the day. Like, I was like, I'm gonna dig this little box out of the mountain, and I'm gonna put a bunch of chests in it, and that's my house. I feel like we've come quite a long way, and I hope that anybody else that's joining us in these little adventures can like learn and grow and have a good time as well. Can you freaking stop pushing me? I don't care if you hit me, stop pushing me. He's just munching me, dude. You leave one menace and you go to another. You find yourself surrounded by evil creatures trying to kill you all the time. Our armor took a beating, dude. Look at that. That look good. That look good. Look at those cave crystals, dude. That's freaking perfect. We're working with blocks here, right? Bear with me. I think it's coming together. It's gonna take some time, but seriously soon, we're gonna start to like be really happy with how this is turning out. And we've definitely experienced a lot of like unique challenges along the way. The asymmetry mixing with the symmetry being one of those. Although we didn't make like the world's most progress. At the end of the last time we played RLCraft and we didn't make hardly any progress, I was like, we're gonna make tons of progress next time, I swear, I promise. Here we are, very little progress. But Progress is progress, man. We're getting places and we're learning. You know, it takes time. You can't make it. It's not gonna be perfect immediately. All right, let's get on up out of this one. Yeah, man. This one's Coffee Cat. That is Coffee Cat burning my soapbox. Because I get worked up sometimes. I'm very passionate about certain topics, all right? Don't talk to me about Bethesda or EA or Ubisoft. All right, we're not talking about it. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the whole goofy stream here we got going. I'm freaking thoroughly enjoying Ark. Very different, and it's a ton of fun with Zach, man. So thank you all very much for hanging out with me. I know yesterday was a rough one. It was like I was loopy, dude. I was out of it. It was so late. I couldn't stay awake. So I guess that means we'll be playing Ark again tomorrow. But before Ark, the stream itself is going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I think we're going to be doing Liza P. And we're getting very close to what seems like we're going to be beating Liza P. So check out that one too. And if you're new here, check out our Discord channel. The link to that's in the description. And I think that's all I got for you guys, man. Bye. Goodbye, everybody. Good night. Good morning. Whatever time it is for you. I will catch you later.